Greetings, fellow dwarves. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress, Taming the Wilds, Episode 30, Shovethmingtuth. You're starting to do the game, you opened up the caves and now moss is everywhere? You know, I have got moss everywhere too. See? Tons of... There's actually a bit of an advantage to it. If you're ever strapped for food, when you open up the cave, there's a possibility of plant gathering what grows as a result. So you can grow things like, oh my god, that's a lot of sand. You can grow things like well, in my case it's just a bunch of tower caps. But there was some cave wheat here that had died. But you can grow cave crops by just excavating soil once you open up your caverns, and then all that cave crop can be harvested if you're ever strapped for food. Okay, I only have 3 glass right now. What's the holdup? Probably more coke. I ran out of lignite, so I'll put coke on all of the smelters. I also might want to mine differently than I was mining. I might want to mine corridors so I can find more coke. So I'll do that. Instead of auto, I'll go to all and just mine... Oops. Mining shavs out. And then if I hit a vein of coke, I'll just auto mine that. It's a good way. Ooh, this is the cavern level. Let's not do this mining shaft. I don't want to open up more cavern entry. It's a good way to keep your animals safe. Yeah, if you need grazers and you want to keep them away from the surface. I mean, for me, I have a walled-in pasture, so it's pretty safe. And I have it's a pasture full of war dogs and a war elephant, so it also provides protection too. But yeah, you can definitely have a subterranean cavern. Oh, we're gonna get... Yep, there it is. We've got snow. So now this is a really easy way to tell that yes, indeed it is a skylight, because the unwindowed parts are. It is now snowing in my in my dining room. Yep, that's a thing. I have a bit too much livestock, so the ones that aren't useful I'm going to start culling. We're going to have a lot of horse soap. A lot of horse soap. You can milk horses, but I don't need... I'm not bothering to make cheese like that, so I'm not going to milk horses. Right? I'm pretty sure you can milk horses. I remember someone telling me that. And I was like, wait, what? Ugh. Which I think is any reasonable person's response to, hey, why aren't you milking your horses? So the new temples that I dug out, unfortunately for me, look all just microcline and some hematite, so that's not going to yield a lot of shale. How much shale do I even have left? Stocks, stone, or shale? $83. Okay, I'm okay. That's enough for some furniture and stuff. You can pretty much milk any large female animal in the game. Yep. Any mammal, right? I think reptilians cannot be milked. I could be wrong. But I think it's mammals only. Is that the case? I mean, it probably should be, but I never checked. Mega Rhino cheese is my Mega Rhino is, yeah, I guess I could have Mega Rhino cheese. If that's possible, I don't know. Her skin is gray and her eyes are gold. Sorry that you're in the snowstorm. I apologize. All right, so what's holding up the glass here? Nothing. I think they're all making glass right now. Cool. I think this is the 19th time that Polar Bear slipped into a depression. Which is funny. Who are you related to? I could just kick you out. You're just one of the two people that are fussy, and the other one is a child. So there's not much I can do for a child. Except for give them reprieve from their chores. But this child has no right. I mean, look. Satisfied, enjoyed, relieved, sympathetic, blissful, euphoric, interested, delighted, enjoyed, blissful. I mean, every mood there for this child has been a positive one. So, child, every experience that you've ever had in your life has been positive. What's your mood? Oh, dour? Well, that's not my fault. One of the easy ways to deal with dour children is burrow them near the edge of the map on the surface and just let child snatchers snatch them up. I mean, technically it works. If you have fussy children, because you can't expel children without, expelling their parents. So like this child, for instance, his parents is Tekud and Jake Quarters. So if I wanted to get rid of this child, I would have to get rid of Tekud, Jake Quarters, and all the child's siblings, too. Which there is 2 of. And then there's an aunt who's a scholar and an aunt who's a weaponsmith. And yeah, this child has a lot of relatives in the colony. So it would be relatively problematic to expel because all the relatives would get upset. It's slightly, unfortunately, more effective just to have the child kidnapped. Not that I'm planning on it. I'm just saying it's a mechanic that you can rig in your favor. That's a path you want to go. Happy little tree, what do you want me to make? More ballista parts. Oh, I could have guessed. You and your ballista psychosis. What's Happy Little Tree's mood? Oh, she's very happy. So, despite the fact that I've been selling her ballista parts and she doesn't have good dining room, tomb, etc., she's not pissed. Hey, buddy. All right, glass bottleneck, pearl ash, and bit 2 coal. So it looks like I'm out of bit 2 coal. So let's go down to our mining shaft excavation levels and see if it yielded any bit 2. Because that's what's holding up this project. Nope. And some limestone, which is flux stone, gypsum for powder, but nope, not there either. Let's go to known bit 2 coal levels, which would be here, and do a mining shaft at this elevation. Because we know that it has had bituminous coal. I haven't, in my memory, logged where we found lignite, which is another way to get, coke. But I bet we find some bit 2 coal, doing on this level. She's ballistic about ballista. You know, maybe she would stop her... Oh, here we go. Here's some bit 2 coal. Maybe she would stop her request if I if I actually bothered to make a ballista or two, but I have no need for them. My defenses don't incorporate ballistae whatsoever. So it doesn't make any sense that I would add them, despite her insistence, her psychotic levels of insistence. There's some more Bitu coal that I'll smelt down. What does my tree storage look like? Have we exhausted? Oh, no, it's not exhausted. Still plenty of trees. Once we, you know, actually I could do this now. Stone, economic, dolomite. The reason I'm doing dolomite is we have a dining room full of dolomite and jet and limonite. So let's put the dolomite, jet, and limonite in this stockpile so that we can take it out of where we don't want it. So dolomite, limonite, and jet. And that way the dining room starts to look nice again. I never would have thought that the entire stream would have been me making one skylight. I'm on track for that to be the case, looking at the clock. I maybe would have broken this down to do separate subtasks. But hey, whatever. It's almost, the stage 1 is almost done. I just can't believe how long it's taken. Even filling my entire grand hall and 2 extra workrooms full of glass making. Oh. Although I will say that this would look really cool in real life. Like, being in a dining room and then, like, 5 stories above you have a skylight. A massive, massive skylight. Alright, we hit some more Bitu coal. So there's a node here and here. And lignite here and here. More lignite. And Bitu coal. Gems. This is petrified wood? Yeah. The fact that, like, you can find a lot of petrified wood pretty deep underground is geologically very interesting. To me, at least. Alright, so that's a lot more Bitu coal, so let's get that rolling. I think that's what's holding up the rest of the glass. Am I sure it's even worth it? Perhaps not. But it will get done, and if cave adaptation ever gets ramped back up, we'll have a perfect solution for it. Plus, this could be rolled into other projects, right? We could easily incorporate this skylight into a greenhouse by adding a floor above the dining room, because the dining room is, now that it's revealed to light, it's permanently lit. Adding a floor above the dining room of stone, wetting the stone with mud, and then planting crops there, treating it like a skylight or like a greenhouse. That and it's almost done. I only have 12 blocks left. How deep is the tavern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deep. So like maybe 70 meters in. So it's like a almost a reverse skyscraper. Weaponsmith, Fey Mood. Oh, come on. Claim a weapons. Oh, yes. Please claim a weapons forge. That would be really cool. I would definitely hijack the Fey Mood. And, yep. It was claimed. So I'm going to try to encourage this weaponsmith to... No, don't use pig iron. Alright. Stocks, bars, don't use iron, don't use silver, don't use copper, don't use bronze, don't use steel, don't use pig iron, use platinum. Whatever you're making, make it out of platinum. Try again. Go fetch the platinum. Make me something fancy. Please make me a warhammer. I mean, I know I can't tell you. Oh, really? Jet blocks? You go, okay, I can't use pig iron, I'm going to use jet. There we go, platinum bars. Ha-ha! Game the system. Do we want you to use jet? I feel like Cinnabar is more my jam. Or clear glass. If you want to make your art project out of clear glass and platinum, I'd be okay with that. If you want to use the glass blocks. Iridil sounds so much like an elven name. Are you going to make me some elven, like, blade and piss me off? I'd be upset. Oh, and you're making out of willow, too? Oh, God, you're making me elf art. You make me elf art, I'm going to cry. Let's watch. So, cinnabar blocks, willow logs, and platinum bars. Whatever this is going to be, it should be pretty cool. Oh, and it's done. They've already started. So, at this point, I can go into these stocks and unlock the things that I locked. There's actually a ton of bolts and arrows that are locked for some reason. So, bars... Unlocked. I like how the bars count as the soap too, like donkey and horse soap. Technically, they're bars. And then we also locked blocks. Okay, well I hope it's something cool. Made out of... Oh, no, we still are making out of jet and cinnabar. No, never mind. The jet was just being hauled away. So platinum, willow, and cinnabar. I chose cinnabar because cinnabar is a very heavy stone, so I'm hoping whatever we make, if it relies upon heft, it's a hefty thing. So it'd be really cool to have an artifact weapon. I mean, I don't know it's a weapon, but I'm assuming. Windows are almost done. Given that I have a strange mood, make it a weapon, I'm kind of glad it's saving right now. I've already crashed once, so this saves me from heartache. Unless it crashes during the save. So, I'm praying to the Dwarven Lords that it does not happen like that. Good. All right. We're good. What you making, man? Working furiously, but you've been working for days. Well, I guess it is artifact craft, so can't rush art. Well, I mean, you can, but it ends up terrible. And to celebrate this artifact that we're making, I am gonna get drinking. Wait, did someone just... Wait, this is what was stolen. Never mind. What was one of the last artifacts that we've made that I haven't enshrined an amulet? There it is. I forgot that the artifact in the dining room got lifted. Clept. It is a platinum warhammer. Woohoo! I had a feeling. So if you're wondering why I'm excited about that, platinum is a very heavy metal. A platinum warhammer is like... It doesn't matter how much armor you're wearing, that thing is going to just squish you. Oh boy. It's called the Shovethmingtuth. This platinum warhammer, all-crafts dwarf ship, is of the highest quality. It is studded with platinum, decorated with willow, and encircled with bands of cushioned cinnabar cabochons. An unbreakable platinum warhammer, worth 17,600. Malful? Where are you, Mal? I think, or maybe to Dave. I know it's weird because you were an axe dwarf and you'd become a mace dwarf. But I think I'm gonna do that. The dude who, well, how about this? I'm gonna go through my military to see who has the most kills. 6 notables, 2 others. Okay, the 2 others don't matter. So 6 notables, 2 humans, 2 goblins, a dwarf, and a human. So 3 humans. Who can top that? Momaz, you definitely can't. You're new, but I'll check you anyway. So I'll go alphabetically. So who gets this? So we'll go with Atesh first. You've killed a human and a goblin. You're out of the running. Captain the Guard, I don't think has any kills. Nope, 0. So Cyril, I don't think you have any kills either. Nope, none. They're one of the new to our military. So Atesh and Cyril, it's not going to be yours. Locum, this is Dave the Axe Dwarf. He has 7 kills. He killed the giantess too. Yeah, it's gonna be yours. Just I'm making sure that you have like all your body parts. You do. So you are the leader of the Axe Dwarves, and I'm gonna edit your equipment here. And instead of using a battle axe, I am going to give you a specific weapon, the Shovethmingtuth, and confirm Dave's gear. Confirm and save, and assign Dave's gear to Dave. Oh God, what timing? There's a new siege coming in for Dave to smash to smithereens. I love it. So, Burrow, all citizens right now, close that door, the back door lever. And then Dave, please get dressed quickly. He is getting dressed real quick. Children, get inside. All right, so the door's been barred. So anyone that is going down that staircase will have to go the long way. Get inside. All right. I don't want to draft Dave to the fight until he has his weapon, though. I don't know. Oh, it's a two-hander weapon, isn't it? So Dave's weapons... New weapon, specific weapon. Why is the weapon not getting assigned here? Confirm. No, this is Warhammer. It should allow for shield, right? It's not a two-hander. Yeah, Warhammers aren't two-handers. So I don't know what was going on there. You're just not equipping it. Details. Shield. Specific shield. Steel. Confirm. Alright, get geared, dude, because we have a siege on. And there is a snatcher coming in, too. He's actually pretty... Oh, there are a bunch of snatchers. Alright, Dave. You have a steel battle axe. No, you're going to your gear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my military in position, even if Dave isn't ready. Because I'm running out of time. Because the snatchers are now coming into the moat. So let me make sure that I know. It is 3 snatchers and 6 sieging goblins. With some random guest swords dwarf that just showed up. Like a man in black or something. But he's a swords dwarf who's on easy, seeing dead bodies? Get used to it, dude. I'm gonna be hacking and smashing. Alright, so here's the children snatchers. And they're gonna be met with extreme prejudice. There it is. There's my prejudice. Dave. Yeah, okay, Dave does have the weapon now, but Dave isn't fully dressed. So Dave is gonna kind of half sit this one out. But that's okay, because Atesh, Malful, and Momaz are here. Also a child. So one snatch is down. The other snatchers are in the moat and kind of running away, realizing how outclassed they were. What was this newest alert? Oh, there's 4 snatchers. Which is fine, because there's really no chance that this is a problem for me. Alright, Dave. I want you. You're Dave the female. I just realized. Please get dressed. You have all but... You're missing a helmet, which concerns me, because that's a very vulnerable part of your body. It says you have a helmet on, though. So have you just not put it on your head? Let me track what you're doing. You're picking up your equipment. Okay, so Dave is still getting dressed. So here are the goblins coming in. Some of them... Oh. So here's the Swords Dwarf guest that might get himself killed or might rack up some kills. I'm not really sure which. He has got lackluster gear, so it's likely that he's just going to get himself harmed. Oh, Dave, you're looking dressed now. Yeah, you're dressed. Okay, so Dave should be stationing up top too. This random guest has been killing the snatchers, though. But most of the siege party, I think, is still untouched. Yeah, they're still invading. So two of the child snatchers are dead. One by this Coddle Monam Nekut. So if he asks to become a long-term resident, I'm going to grant it because he has put his life on the line. Granted, it was a child snatcher, so not a difficult fight, but he has fought for us. So he gets a bed if he wants it. And then once I see Dave crest the hill here, I'm going to go on the attack. I just wanted Dave in the vanguard. So you are coming into position. Cool. It doesn't look like you have a weapon in your hand, though. I'm a little worried about that. Let me double check that Warhammers are one-handers. Warhammer is a blunt weapon. Is considered one of the best weapons for fighting humanoid opponents because it's mostly unaffected by armor. Dwarves can hammer dwarves. Most dwarves can equip it one-handed, depending on their body size. A teeny fraction of dwarves must use two hands. Dave, how big are you? Do I get to know that? Because it doesn't look like it's in your hand right now. And that's what has me concerned. Is Dave is a very effective fighter, but is also not very big. So there's a concept of body size, and I don't know how to find out body size. Like, so it might be that Dave is too small. I don't know. But I guess I'll start the fight and see Dave's kill log to see if Dave is too small or not. So Dave, I'm going to put you to work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Confirm. Okay, you just dropped your the legendary. Okay, Iron Dwarves, come join Dave. I don't know what Dave is doing. He's, to Dave's credit, Dave was not trained to use warhammers, but the artifact warhammer is laying on the ground here because Dave dropped it. So I'm not going to run any risk of this warhammer falling into enemy hands. I'm just going to have all my Iron Dwarves go on the attack and smush. Also, it looks like this guest here is losing. Is dead. Never mind. Has lost. Sorry, guest. I twiddled my thumbs a bit too long. And for that, I am sorry. It looks like the remaining siege party is probably leaving. Because I just butchered the bejesus out of the rest of them. So, Dave, what's going on with you? You got hit. So maybe you dropped your weapon because you got hit. I'm not really sure. I will assess your injuries. I don't see that you have... I don't see body parts of yours laying around, so I don't think you were disabled in any way. Alright, so that Goblin Invader, that one's dead. Who's even left? There is this invader that's on my window. And I'm going to go hunt them. And then there is a Snatcher. Nope, the Snatchers have ran. So this is the last one that has survived that war party. And they're going to make it off tile, I think. Yep, they're off tile. Siege is over. I did not suffer any fatalities except for the person that was coming to visit me, unfortunately. I was not able to save them in time. What I will do is bury them with honors. I think that's the right thing to do. Bury them as if they were one of my own. They did have their blood shed for ours. We lost a dog that was out of place. So I'm gonna dump all the bodies except for that dwarves. And I'll save again. Post-siege. I'll play a little bit longer just to try to wrap up that window project. So that we don't leave off on this cliffhanger. And also manage to get the dead hero put to rest. maybe figure out what the hell was going on with Dave. So you are Coddle Monam Nekut. Just making sure that there isn't already a tomb that was automatically generated. I don't actually know if there's an easy way to entomb you. I'm like, maybe not good enough at the game to know how to entomb a guest. Might be due to the burrow command? That could be true. Let me lift the burrow. So I don't see it, because my soldiers were standing on them. Oh, I lost an axe dwarf in that fight? No, it just has. No, yeah, you're dead. No, maybe that's an older one. That's from a long time ago. We also have an elven diplomat showing up right now, of all times. And unfortunately, it looks like we have a third dwarf that slipped into a depression. I should have enough glass. Oh, yeah, just the elven caravan alerts to finish this. I do. And then I'll remove the stairwell. Yeah, at this point, I don't even trade with the elves. They show up and I'm like, hi, because I don't need their seeds or anything. Or fruit. I'm pretty good on food and drink. Making sure that there's not already a tomb. No, there isn't. Alright, I'll do one more check. Were that deceased? I might not be able to bury them. I don't really know how it works. I just thought it would be something... Oh, is that them? That's a different coddle. Yeah, I don't think they're showing up on the list. Organic Weeb and Sujuka, thank you for the sub and the resub. Thanks for showing up for State of Decay. Not sure when I'll be streaming that next, but I will be at some point. So they want me to cap my tree felling at 25 again, but they're willing to go as high as 39. I actually don't know what I did this season, but I guess that number is already gone. I think I kept it probably under 25. Let's take a look at the... Yep, all right, perfect. The windows are done, finally. Or at least the top window. So I'm going to channel out the stairwell and then pave over it with walnut wood. Am I out of walnut? Ooh, I'm out of walnut. I guess I burned it all into ash. Well, elves, you've come just in time. I need walnut wood, and yeah, I'm going to be cutting some walnut trees. And probably hazel trees as well. So I have bayberry, hazel. Oh, well, no, a lot of this hazel's built. Yeah, a lot of the walnut's built. I hate how stalks don't track unused wood. It's annoying to me. But we'll get those cut. That means that this door and door lever down here are not needed anymore because they don't lead anywhere secured. So I can remove the door and lever. And then we have an artifact door to put down as a unbreakable somewhere else at some point. But the base will be a lot easier to secure in the case of an incursion now with the change to that door. All right, I guess I'll dump you. I don't know how to bury you, so might as well not have you rot in my moat. That seems worse than just putting you in a trash compactor and having you go poof somehow. You think I did, Max, because I ran out of pine? Maybe. You could be right. I wasn't counting. I was also not exactly willing to, like, have them dictate how many trees I could cut on my own land. I was going to try to keep them happy if it was convenient, but, like, certainly not go out of my way for it. Hey, person that is leaving, do you have something in your pockets you're not supposed to? Nope. Good. You didn't clept anything for me. It's too bad there's, like, no easy way to enforce immigration. Who's fighting? Stone carver? Oh, someone went psychotic. Oh, Jesus. You killed a dingo. Well, okay. One thing I guess I didn't check is if any of the soldiers ended up with wounds as a result of that fight. My captain doesn't have any wounds. And I think they were in the front. So if anyone was to get hurt, they would be the most likely, I think. And then the other thing I wanted to check is if... okay, so... Dave the Axe Dwarf is now Dave the Hammer Dwarf. And is strapped with the hammer. That was the other big thing to check. To make sure that we indeed have our artifact still. So, walnut? Was it walnut? Yeah, walnut. So, construction floor, walnut. So it's just a little wooden path out to the window, just for design. And how many of my trees? Oh, I've only cut 9 for now. The temporary, I guess I should call this temporary stockpile. This temporary stockpile really hasn't seen a lot of the dolomite or limonite that's in the tavern hauled to it yet. I don't think, because this tavern is still completely and utterly full of refuse. At some point, I'll probably care and try to fix it, but for now, it's whatever. I'll continue to make extra glass. It doesn't hurt to have spare glass in case I have future mega projects that involve glass. Oh, what? Wait, what? Why is there an artifact with a dead Quadi? Did we find the artifact again? I think the artifact that we had was stolen by an animal. Because wasn't it this artifact that got lifted? We got it back. It was stolen by a monkey. And we killed the monkey, and it started farting out miasma everywhere in our tavern. Some animals will steal, and I guess that's the case of... Well, that crime is solved. I wonder if it... The firecrest and the fainted... So this implicates Lekla, and we saw that being stolen in real time. There was also some other espionage. Witness Sodal net sling and has confessed. I don't know if we have a Sodal net sling. I'm really bad at keeping up with our justice. I'm a very lax Justicar. Yeah, I don't even have a Sodal net sling anymore, so it must have been a guest or a long-term resident that has come and gone. Implicates Tollus routed shakes. Do we have one of those? Nope. How does this crime even involve me anymore? I don't see that it does. So this theft of fire crests was not the same theft that I thought it was. This instrument that was lifted by that monkey was never reported as a theft for whatever reason. So I didn't know about it. But there's a little bridge out to the windows. There was one other thing that I wanted to check just to make sure. So let's go find a dingo and have Dave, the hammer smasher, go smash some dingoes to see if Dave is actually wielding one-handed, just to make sure. But, yeah. Now the pathway is complete. Looks glorious. And Dave is coming out here to smash some dingoes. There's actually a lot of dead dingoes in my moat, I just realized. I don't see a hammer in your hand, though. Also, you had injuries. It's just a sutured muscle. Oh! Okay, well, actually, no, forget the dingoes, dude. There's like a thief that I think you just stumbled into accidentally out here. Yes, they are very close to you. It is this human lasher who has a copper whip. Test combat. Just in case that Dave is actually not using the Warhammer, I don't really want Dave to lose because I can't interpret how they have their equipment equipped. So I'm just going to save first. Because again, I am new to Dwarf Fortress. I'm as learned as the wiki would allow, but there are some things I just don't know about. Was that the attempted assassination? Actually, the attempted assassination was already solved, and the culprits were imprisoned for 85 days as a result. And that happened a long time ago. So far, there hasn't... Oh, okay, that was a hit. What weapon was that? Because obviously... Yes, so the weapon is being used. As you can see, the Shovethmingtuth or whatever is being used in combat here. And this lasher is getting lashed. There goes some teeth. And there goes the whole dang body. Wow, there's teeth everywhere. Dude. You made that human lasher have summer teeth. Some are teeth are there, some are teeth are here, some are in the brook growing downstream. Well done, Dave. You are injured. So we'll tend to your injuries, but I don't think they're serious. because you're not bleeding. So I think you're just bruised. But yeah, let's check the log there. I would say that that worked. We're gonna definitely need to make a hammer dwarf squad, and then have Dave be the captain of the hammer dwarf squad. But Dave, the hammer dwarf, bashes the human lasher in the head with her artifact platinum warhammer, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, tearing the brain, and it lodged into their... Okay, wow. Gory. You embedded your legendary hammer in their skull, and that's how you won the fight. Most of the fights end with, like, head wounds, I've noticed. So, good job, Dave. You've proven yourself a capable hammer dwarf, even though you just recently learned the ways of the hammer dwarf. One of the reasons not to switch weapons here is obviously it's a new skill. So, if I go to combat, competent axe dwarf, novice hammer dwarf. Not very good as a hammer dwarf. So, that's going to have to raise up a bit. Which is why you want to keep all of your squads like using the same weapons, because it's easier to keep track and to make sure that you're using them as like a rocks, paper, scissors counter. Because hammers are really good against armored targets, and axes are really good against light targets. So like if you have like baby snatchers, use bladed weapons that don't have to go through armor, because the baby snatchers tend not to be well armored, and so on and so forth. But I do want to do the medical assessment of Dave to make sure Dave will be okay, because this was an experimental fight, and I could revert if Dave has, like, problematic injuries. Because I didn't train Dave to, dastardly Dave here, to learn the ways of hammer dwarving before that fight. So it wouldn't be... I don't want to be stuck. No, it's just some upper arm cuts. It's nothing serious. Cool. Well, that, I think, make sure that I'm not missing anything, brings me to the end of the stream. Very cool. It's very easy to recap this stream, because basically, window. I made a window. I took 5 hours and made a big window. Little oversimplification, but I would say that that's about accurate. And here's all the industry to make said window. All of the glass furnaces and asheries and kilns for the window. But we made a giant window, and that wraps up the stream. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress Taming the Wilds, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodomont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhodomont.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.